this video, thank you so much. Now you have to subscribe. So a couple of days ago, my youngest brother walks up to me and he says, during this quarantine, isolation time, his teacher had asked him to write an essay. He comes to me and he's like, can you please help me with my essay? And I was like, okay, cool, what's your essay topic about? And he says that they have to write about any emotional experience. So I reckon to him, why don't you just write about COVID-19, like the coronavirus? How did that affect your life? And he's like, no, I don't want to write about the coronavirus. I'm like, okay, why don't you just write about your father? And he's like, no, I don't want to write about my father, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll think about it. And 2 hours after, he comes to me and he says that, okay, he has an idea. I'm like, yeah, sure, cool, I'll edit it for you. He comes to me again and he's like, here's my essay. I'm like, what is it about? He says, it's about my experience with my illness. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm reading his essay and I didn't change much. I didn't edit much on his essay because it was so good. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I was so shocked by what was written in the essay because I know, for one, my youngest brother, he doesn't speak much. He's an introvert. All he does is all day is play PlayStation. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm reading his essay. I teared up because I didn't know this was what my youngest brother was actually going through. I knew he was sick. I knew he was ill. I knew he was fighting with so much pain, and I knew, like, we took him to the hospital, we took him to the doctors. I also know that he was out of school for quite some time due to this illness that he had. So I asked him, can I read this essay to you guys? At first he was hesitant. He didn't want me to read the essay to you guys. I mean, 1 million people could possibly see this video, but luckily for him, he doesn't leave the house. He's not like an outgoing person. He's a very introverted person. And so I took pictures of his essay and I asked him if I could read the essay. He said yeah. So I really hope you guys do enjoy this essay. Oh, and also, he is my brother, but I'm not his teacher. I'm not even at his school, so I'm not exposing any of the learners. So here's his essay, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, give this video a like, subscribe to this channel if you're new. At the start of grade 11, I was almost broken mentally and I had to pretend to be fine when I was around people. There were many emotional moments in my life, some good, some bad. None of them have impacted me as much as this one had. 3 years ago, when I started high school, I had minor pains in my knees and feet. My mother and I didn't take it too seriously at the time. Slowly, over a few months, the pain started to become worse and worse. My eyesight also worsened, but it was minor at the time. My mother then decided that I should consult with a doctor who prescribed medication. The medication worked for a year. In late 9th grade, the condition returned. This time, my calves had pain as well. I was extremely fit and athletic in my primary school years. So when the doctor told me to withhold from doing any sport, I was very sad. Later that year, I saw an eye doctor who told me that my eyesight will get better in due time. However, the following year was when my condition drastically got worse. I had inflammation in both my eyes and knees. This was the beginning of my frequent absenteeism from school, which led to me getting poor grades. I could barely see, I could barely walk due to the pain. That year was also the time I lost some of my friends because they were mocking my condition or thinking that I am lazy and I'm only making excuses to why I was absent so often. This was the most emotional moment of my life. I started to believe that nobody likes me nor cares about me. Thus, I had no motivation to live. I felt worthless. I would go to sleep crying because of the pain in my legs. Sometimes the pain was so great I wanted to amputate my legs, and I had to deal with that pain every single day. However, this year my mental state improved as well as my condition. I was no longer depressed for one simple reason. I wanted to be happy again. It has been some time since I felt genuine happiness, but after this experience, I vowed not to give up on improving my condition. Wow, an amazing essay from my youngest brother. I'm not going to mention his name. Obviously, I think he would like that to be private. I didn't change much in his essay because I feel like if I changed it, it would have become like my essay, because I feel like it showed his authenticity of the essay and his through emotions. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we don't usually make videos like this. We usually make pranks and challenges and vlogs. We don't have sit-down videos like this, but I felt like this is an important video for my youngest brother. So thank you, little brother, for writing this amazing essay, and I hope that your teacher is going to give you an A for this. I love you, little man. Stay safe. Peace out, guys.